A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. Friends all, I would like you to subscribe to my channel. Press the bell so you will get the next updated one. Today, there are so many things to talk about. Like some of my critics in Guyana says, either I'm drunk, either I'm crazy, because I'm jumping around. Sometimes it's good to jump around, because you are talking to audience who are educated, and then you got some fools between who want to be funny. In my video that I released to Guyanese, because I lived through the Barnum era, Height, David Granger, even though the country was still in danger and I promised to join with him and be his Lone Ranger, but he take Ramjetan and Nagamutu, two hypocrites. But those two men will answer soon. Can let it be known to them, power don't always stay with people. You only are in power for a certain time with all the bodyguard, the machine gun, and killing innocent people. But when it's out of your hand, and the other side realize you was really a traitor to both sides, then they will understand what's going on. Even though it's alleged that some ministers in APNU got over 18 million US. And I'm looking at all the comments coming out of Guyana. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot please everybody. Let me give you a rundown. Under the late Samson Fars Burnham, he was a very good spokesman. I would take that from the man. Better than a man who went to the UN and talked about the Atlantic slave trade and talking for reparation for them, but couldn't remember his own blood, his own people that was beaten, raped, and killed by black people in Guyana in the 60s. He didn't ask for reparation, no reparation. It seems like he forget the Indian nation. But I am not here to judge the man. He reminds me of somebody get an opportunity and they will do anything to keep it regardless of the price. Well, I tell you something, I was offered many things in the world and I reject it because you cannot buy what I believe in. I'm not about money. I am not about religion. I am about humanity. The way you think and I think might be different. But when it comes down to the final, we both have to die and we both feel pain and we both might be hungry if we don't prepare properly for the future. I am listening to a lot of criticism coming out from some area about this budget of trillions of dollars. Most of the money are going to building roads and maybe bridges, which we are needed, yes. But I think it would have been better off to bulldoze land and give the people land to build their house and invest half of that amount of putting your men and women and children in a house instead of people renting them place in Guyana today. But I have a message for both race, Indian and black alike. Don't matter what you do, there is a higher judge called God Almighty, Allah or Bhagwan. Unless he take bribe, I don't know. And nothing lasts forever. Under the black leadership of Fars Burnham, I can challenge any blacks who backing him, like a man named Biko or Baiko, that stated in a comment that BLM, Black Life Matters. Well, let that illiterate bastards know all effing life matters. All right? I blame the Indians for not retaliating or return your kindness what y'all done to them in the 60s. But I swear in the name of God, we, this mixed race with Portuguese, Chinese, Amerindian, and even black like yourself, we won't take your shit. We'll dig up your great-grandparents' grave to see if they were thinking like y'all. Because we all after them. We will not be judged by a black man, a coolie man, a Chinese man, and a white man, as y'all just say. We can be judged by the highest judge, God Almighty. But every crime y'all committed against us, if y'all push us, we will go to a problem in Guyana. I'm telling you. Because we didn't come here, if we thief, kill us. If we lie and you kill us, you bloody black and Indian bastards. in Guyana who think like that, but the decent, honorable one. May God be with you and your family, and your exist, and your generation continue until the coming of Jesus or whoever you believe in. I am very pissed off to hear when people grow up in Guyana, unless it's by Biko, Biko, whatever call you name, but Black Life Matters. What happened to the Amerindian? What happened to the mixed race? What happened to the East Indian? What happened to the European, as you call white man? And by the way, if I was the head of the European Union and to gather these white people together because of people like you would have back to Africa. And when you arrive, if it's 1 million in you, we bring 10 million others in your effing place. Because you illiterate, you're a racist and you're stupid. I have no apology to this. And let it know to y'all, we will revenge y'all if you hurt us. Such as men like Nagamutu and Ramjatan. I don't know why the PNC got them as APNU. What is APNU? Lady, A-P-N-U. After P-N, and you turn the U sideways, C. Nobody going there. And being a black man or woman in Guyana talking trash. Guyana is not for you, nor the Indian. The Portuguese and Chinese are not talking race and they have a rival, y'all too. Indians don't talk racism, because they are not racial people. They're covetous, they're vindictive, they're spiteful. They are so presumptuous and corrupt. I don't think Satan wants them in heaven, in hell, much as God wants them close to him in heaven. But the honorable one, the decent one, stand up, make a difference. Such as it. But every black race out of Africa, the white man slave us. The white man slave us. The white man, are you a slave? Are you ready to give up your BMW, your Mercedes-Benz, your Jaguar, your Toyota, your Datsun, your three-piece suit, your guitar and saxophone and your drum set, and your shoes that you kick and soccer ball with? Take it from me, I travel, but I don't read history book. God, they all are full of shit. Like you, Mr. Biko. Nothing personal. People like you hold back progress. The late Walter Rodney was a black son of Guyana. Decent and honorable, not miserable like you. You have a right to defend LFSB, a liar son of a effing bitch. Maybe you are one of them who was killing for them. But let me tell you something. Africa put every white man out of Africa. Today they're trying to bring them back because of business administration. And the Chinese are taking over Africa right now as we talk. And the Caribbean. No black people in the Caribbean, America, no way should talk to Israel about what they're doing is wrong as occupier. Every black race in the Caribbean, Brazil, and America is occupier. Whether it was done by the European as a white man or your ancestor who sold you. But it comes to facts. You ever stop to think that your ancestors in Africa sold the disease to the European, the troublemakers? Instead of killing their family, they sell you out. So they all are the inheritance of great things. You all are great musicians, doctors, scientists, pilots. Some of the greatest saxophone player and guitar player, actors and actresses. And you're kicking soccer ball, making millions and billions, and even they're in business making track shoes. Did you ever sell one in Harlem, Brooklyn, and Mississippi, Alabama for $5 and $10 so your black brothers could wear one? No. But with all your cost, the white man who's a European, he bring it on all over so everybody can have one. My friends, be careful who you're talking and what you're asking for. If you believe that the white man slaved you in Guyana and elsewhere, ask what you, the black people in the uniform police and army, do to the Amerindian, the native of Guyana. Ask yourself that question. And then if you so love God, because black people love God more than any other race, ask God why he allow his servants, his prophets, to become slaves and allow them to nail Jesus on a cross. Ask them. But I'm not going to deal with Guyana's situation more But Mr. David Granger and his organizer, I am a member of APNU, like a member of the UF. Why these two parties, if you don't join them, they give you a problem. If they don't get you to get locked up, they're breaking up your family, burning down your house. Why? Who they have for the two of you, PPP and PNC? Every good thing's come to an end. Remember that. No matter how much money or thief or what you got, where you gonna go? Power only lasts for a short time, friend. Learn from Noriega, Fidel Castro. Learn from a good man such as Chavez, Gaddafi. Look at the Shah of Iran. He used to shit in a gold toilet. Where is he today? They kill his ass in Egypt. Money talk, bullshit walk. And I have a message for the president of Guyana. I agree that you're spending trillions of dollars to build roads, and that's a wonderful thing. You should spend half of that money, yes, for the road and bridges, but house the nation who don't have land and house. Africa do the same. India got plenty more road. Don't think I'm lying. I was there. All right? And by the way, Mr. Ali, you're a Muslim. If you believe in the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, then the Amerindian should get 40, each tribe, 5%. I would have said 10, but it would have been too much. 5%, 45% for the 9 tribes of the wealth of their country. It is not for black people, woolly people, Chinese and Portuguese. Okay? So when y'all talk about justice, y'all are not justified. Which God, Ali, you're calling on Allah? Praise be to Allahu Akbar. All of you are corrupt. Y'all are mad people. And by telling you so, y'all Indian, you love to use spite against people, children, and family. But I'm warning y'all, don't make that mistake this time. America gets what America wants. You might be a president in a country, but America, Joe Biden, is your president. Y'all are only overseer. And by saying that, let me turn the paper over now to what's happening in Israel. I have seen in Israel a lot of people are protesting, the citizens, and asking for the release of the family who was kidnapped by Hamas, according to them. And yes, I sympathize with them. My heart goes out to them. And yes, I think that that should be right. But are you, the Jews who protesting for your release, are not telling Netanyahu and your commander to release them innocent people you got in prison that you're locking up, beating, and some of them die? I'll tell you what, I will not be your judge. Moses, as Musa, throw the commandment in your ancestor face because y'all was ungrateful and challenged God with the golden calf if y'all are the chosen people. And y'all was to be in Guyana, and now I am seeing America, Britain, who stand at your side because of what Hamas done on the 7th of October. They stand on your side because it should never have happened. But is yet a question mark. You have one of the most secure borders, well organized. How that day everybody was falling asleep? Something not right? Something not right, ladies and gentlemen. But God will soon answer Israel. Today, the United States is calling on Israel to cease fire and to deal with humanitarian affairs. But I want to ask all American and English people, how would you have liked to know the refugee in your country start bulldozing your house, killing your people, and occupying your land? What would you do? But they got a saying, what you do to others will come back to haunt you. Are you not seeing the change, Englishman? You used to rule India. Today you have an Indian Prime Minister. Come on, America. Put it wrong. I see Indians are fighting for your presidency. And also blacks. Everybody said the first black man was Obama. But it's a question mark because Abraham Lincoln was blacker than him. and Eisenhower. According to information is alleged. But friends, this war is not about black and white. It is about who's wrong and who's right. We have illiterate people all over. Another thing. In America, they call foreigners immigrants. But the elephant and the jackass who's a donkey is immigrants too. Or y'all nationalize them yet to become citizens? Friends, it's a laughing matter. You could have used the eagle. You could have used the bear of Alaska. Come on. You can't say one thing and do something else when the symbol of the two parties happens to be immigrants. Like a black brother in Guyana, one of my comments, he said black people was in Guyana before them Chinese-looking people called Bok people or Amerindian or indigenous. Well, I let him know lion, giraffe, elephant, and camel was in Guyana before black people was in Africa too. Because he's illiterate. Right there you could see his IQ. It's a dunce. I want to ask the Guyana government, what become of the young Portuguese guy, Brian I think his name is, that was speaking out against what the three men tried to beat him when he go to buy something, cut his car brakes. And I think he challenged Mr. Barajaclio and son Max Brian or Brian Max. What become of him? Y'all kill him already? Let it be known to you, Guyana shall soon have a leader appointed by the US and England and others. Y'all would not like the outcome. Right now, y'all can galvanize. Where y'all gonna go? All the money are your teeth in, where you gonna put it? I hope you know they got people watching y'all cleaner than eagle watching on the ground. But give the United States some island in the Essequibo coast to put their base. And also, America must open up a free visa policy and Canada like England to Guyana. Since knowing that England and America was involved in what happened in the 60s that created division between the blacks and the Indian. And the illiterate bastards on both sides who back Jagan and Burnham and divide the country. Are your people not seeing that the 65 members of parliament only talk, they're all together? Come on! Well, last y'all had a strike. What become of TUC or GAU? I was made to understand when Mr. David Granger was in power, it's alleged that the Wales estate sold to some Grenadian. And I find it hard to believe until today somebody told me that Exxon or somebody, Barrett Jackley, them have hands with some deal. It's alleged. You are hearing so many things coming out of Guyana, you don't know what is right and what is wrong. But let it be known to you, the killers, the police in uniform, the military, and the illiterate, ignorant bastards, them, who killing for politicians and Indian businessmen. I hope you know when they get arrested, which they will, they can call your name, you know, y'all won't have a chance. And not only them, your family will answer the call too. Now, if you're going to wipe out civilization from a family, I don't think you won't have to exist, because it says a good tree bear good fruit. So if you are the fruit of your mother and father, and you are so deceitful, so criminal-minded, then the tree have to be rooted out and burned. And all fruit that it bears. I'm not the one who said it. Ask any farmer who cultivating to plant farm, they always burn the bitter weed. But friends, I am calling on the world today to speak with one voice in solidarity of the innocent Jews who lost their life, the innocent Palestinians who are losing their life every day. And according to information, it's alleged, America is telling Joe Biden and others are telling the Prime Minister Netanyahu to stop his nonsense, and he have no respect for America who backing them. Well, if I'm financing you and I'm calling on you to stop, then I would have to stop if you refuse to stop. So I'm calling on the international community. Israel will be the downfall of the United States of America. One of the greatest democracies that live on to today. One of the greatest people who spoke of human rights. We have our good and we have our bad. but we have more good than we have bad. All right? Everybody want to come to America. I call upon President Joe Biden, be hard with Israel now and show that America went through a revolution, take their country, 1976 independent. Today we are strong with all kind of nations living in this country to make this democracy work, and we must stand up for human rights and brotherhood. Even if it's our own brother and he can't listen, we have to turn our back. Time has drawn now. Stop the innocent killing around the world, Africa, India, wherever, and unite, and let's put forward an agenda for humanity, and let's live in peace. Because something bad is about to happen to 3 countries soon, and I'm not going to mention it. And it will be the hands of God, not man. Oh, my friends, I just want to let you all know, I am your host, George Correa. Thank you for listening. And if I offend any one of you, my apology, because I'm not responsible for your intelligence. Please. And therefore, I will leave you with a good message. May the peace and goodwill of God be with all of us. Let freedom ring. Have a good day.